Hello and welcome to Panama City Bar Talk number 2, rooftop bars. I got my buddies here. We're going to go through 3 of the rooftops in Casco Viejo.
2 minutes away from each other, right?
I don't know, if you walk as slow as
2
you
minutes
do,
away.
wearing those women's shoes, it's going to happen.
You should
So,
try it.
no, you're not Prince. So
Neither
we got
are
a
you.
couple guys here. We're going to get into it and talk about some of the more interesting places. But before we do, one of my favorites is Benjamin Franklin. Beer is proof that God loves us and wants to be happy. So the first one we're going to talk about is Sama Rooftop in Casco. Guys, what did you think about Sama? Sama.
I want some more of that
Sama.
place.
By the way, Sama is an Arabic word that means sky.
Huh.
Here's a bit of knowledge for you.
Really?
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, one of the owners is Lebanese.
Correct. That's why.
That?
That's why.
And that's why it's the Oasis too. I never
An
put.
Oasis is something else. Oasis
Well,
is...
it's the same deal. The sand.
It's
people.
Does
not-
that make it redundant? The Sama Sky Lounge? Is that
That-
like
it's
the
it
Sky
does-
Sky Lounge?
It does. If you understand what Sama means, it makes it redundant.
Well, what
yes.
about the pit stop? What's that in Arabic?
Pit stop?
Yeah, the pit stop.
I don't know.
Okay. So we've all been there.
All I remember is you can only have 5 people in the elevator.
Yep. Well, but what size people? That's a
That's
thing.
exactly what we were talking about.
I mean, when you get on a little airplane, they weigh the luggage, they weigh you, and if I fly with women, I look around to women, I add 20 pounds to myself. When they ask, I said, no, I weigh, because I know that they've told them lighter weight, so I always say I'm 20
The
pounds
truth is,
heavier.
you can fit 5 of
Samoans?
us,
You're not going to fit 5
and
Samoans in
you can
there.
fit 6 locals.
It all,
funny-
it all depends on how big the booty is.
The funny,
You can fit 4 Colombians or Venezuelans.
the funny thing is, the actual elevator says in it that up to 12 people. I think that it's maybe up to 12
Midgets?
midgets
12
or up to
midgets,
12. I
or-
don't know.
12 minutes?
Mm.
You don't last very long for 12 minutes.
Well, I know that if you overweight, the thing doesn't move, and it makes
No,
some
no, it
wailing
doesn't.
sound.
You might act, yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to go into the bar here now. The hot thing about this place, of course, is the view. It's got to be, I think, one of the best views all of in Panama City.
Yeah, retractable roof as well because rainy season's rainy season.
Yeah, you don't want any extra water in your drink. Water it down. So good music. What'd you like about it? What's interesting about
Before
this
we
place?
move on to the drinks, I gotta say it's one of the best views in Panama City
Mhm.
as far as rooftops go.
Yeah.
It's got that corner view where you can see the
Ambiance
side.
was good.
Um,
Good amount of women.
Absolutely,
Oh,
always,
oh, yeah.
Good
Sure.
60-40 ratio.
absolutely.
But I don't think it gets going until about maybe 10, right? And is it open till 2 or 4? Do you know?
I think it depends on the day,
Yeah.
and the amount of people. I don't think they have problems staying longer if there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I think most days it's 2.
2.
Yeah.
I know some of the places in Costco can stay up till 6, so I don't know
Good God.
which one.
So,
I'm
So
I'm
6, they're not legally allowed to stay until 6 and serve alcohol. They cannot. It cuts off at 4, and 4 was extended like about a year ago. Before
Gotcha.
that,
The new
before that
mayor,
it was just 2.
So you got to buy the bottle at 4.
That's it.
Well, yeah.
You know what I like about Sama is it's got like its own. It's got separate sections. So in that front section, when you first walk in, when you get off the elevator, it's a little bit more of a couples thing.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you
didn't
can
see
kind
that.
Quieter
of
music.
take a date, quieter music,
Yeah.
not as up and up.
Smaller
If you're looking at
tables.
this picture right here,
Yeah.
straight back, that's where it gets a little bit more not wild, but then if you go to the left, there's this other section that's kind of shut
Sure.
off from
Yeah.
everything else.
Well,
That's where they put the problem children. That's obviously
That's
where
where
you
we
want to
like
go.
to hang out.
That's right.
That's still me at the end of the bar hugging Jorge when I got there. I just realized that.
Oh, such memories.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the
pictures in my
food?
mind.
I've eaten there. I've only really had their chicken wings, which you can get them different ways. I had a shrimp taco in there, and I took one bite, and the thing just exploded. So
I think in general, rooftop, like if you're going to a bar or a rooftop bar or any other type of bar, you gotta expect that the food is gonna be bar food.
Yeah.
It's not. You're not going if you're not gonna sit down, have a meal, and something gourmet or anything like that. So that applies to Sama as well. I mean, they have good items on the menu. They have not so much, but you're not there for the food. You're there like sometimes you'd have some knickknacks because you're drinking too much.
Well, if you've been drinking all day, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're not going to show up at 10 o'clock and, get something to eat.
That's right. That's right. And if you do, you're not going to care too much what it is.
Yeah.
It's a fairly decent place to walk up to a table and meet some people sometimes, depending on the crowd. You can just walk up alone. If you're seriously, if you're
Jeff does that all the time.
if you're new to Panama,
Jeff does
you don't
that
have
every
friends.
every
you can,
Thursday.
You can kind of walk up to
Well,
a table.
three drinks, and
What
I'm also when I got you guys around, it's like you got somebody watching your back. It's like
Yeah.
I'll walk up to anybody because I know I got 4 buddies that'll pull my ass out if I get problems. I miss Julio for that because like I just step aside and Julio will take care of it for me. But I will tell you, I want to tell you just one quick funny story about this place. I have met a lot of really interesting people from around the world at almost every rooftop, but a couple of them stick in my mind. One in particular, I went up to the disc jockey. I got tired of listening to reggaeton and rap shit and all that. I was like, I want to hear some regular music. So I went up there specifically and I asked for this Rick Ashley song, Never Gonna Give You Up. You guys, I was like, it's like bubblegum kind of. Anyway, so I put it on and I happened to see this. One gal, and she was large-chested, blonde. So I was like, whoa, she's not Latina. And she started singing the song. Like she knew the song. And I'm like, not a lot of, this is like, a one-hit wonder type song that most people, long story. She comes up, chats me up. She's from England, right? And then she says, and my boyfriend. And I, oh, fuck. I was like, what's this all about? And it was an interesting story because she did all the talking. He just kind of stood back. And she said that they didn't have any money for a room to stay that night. And they were looking for a wealthy guy
Freeway.
that they could somehow work off the room and board for the night. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I looked at him and he's kind of half a fag looking guy, to tell you the truth. And she was a bartender in England with huge breasts, and I brought her over the table thinking, well, maybe one of these guys will take. But that was an interesting way to meet a person for the first time when they walk up. It's like, would you like to have a three-way? We don't have any money and we need a place to sleep. Oh, okay.
So you got 2 Brits and American making an Eiffel Tower in Panama.
Okay, and yeah, that's just one of the other stories. It's always
Too much?
sex.
No, not enough.
Yeah. So
I'm a married guy. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking
well,
about.
I'm like, okay, so how does this work? He like sits in the chair in the corner. Where is he? What is he? I mean, like, was he rob me while you? I don't know.
Okay.
Too many weird things.
Next
Okay,
song.
so
I've heard
song.
good stories that starts like this.
yeah, so we're
And
talking
I
about
heard bad
rooftop
stories
bars,
that
right?
start like this.
Well, it's it, anyway, Uber cost. I'm so red. I'm embarrassing myself. But there's
That
some other
was-
stories. I may tell the other ones too, which were actually weirder than that one. So that's what you have when you run into people that have low inhibitions.
Sorry, I asked John
just
for the
put
bottle.
the freaking bottle on the table.
That's what I'm trying to get.
I will do that, okay? Fucking shit.
Right. So Uber cost. Once again, that's one of the wonderful things about Panama is it's just so freaking cheap I hate to say they're going to raise their rates, but what do you guys think? I mean,
You got to go to all 3 of these bars. You're going to take 1 Uber.
well, that's
One Uber
it.
here, 1 Uber to
Yeah.
Costco, 1 Uber home.
Right.
Unless you're staying
Yeah.
in Costco.
Yeah, exactly.
You can stay at Sama and take no
Well,
Uber.
that's
Everywhere in Casco is walkable.
Yep. Well, but I mean, sometimes I don't like. I like going to the party. I don't want to live in the party. So these places become. But I mean, a lot of these rooftops have their boutique hotels below. So if you are a person that enjoyed being in Costco, enjoyed the music until 2 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you can easily get a room at the Oasis, Sama. Stay there. You've got restaurants on the street level. You have food up on the rooftop. You've got, basically you can buy a bottle of whatever and drink it at the rooftop or take it to your room. And the next day you can bring it back up. So it's a very easy place to
that can
get
happen
drunk.
anywhere in Panama, by the way. The buying the bottles culture and finish, like you don't have to finish them. They give you the bottle if you don't finish it. That can pretty much happen in any bar or restaurant in Panama. And also we spoke about that last time in the last podcast, is that the prices for alcohol in this country are pretty good.
They're
Pretty cheap.
one warning for anybody who's staying in Casco. Okay, you're going to save on your Ubers. You're going to be in the middle of Party Central, but you're going to be in the middle of Party Central. So if you do want to get some sleep,
Right.
Bring
You have two sides.
bring a brown noise, white noise machine.
That's right.
earplugs. Yeah,
You have the quiet side. You have the noisy side,
right.
Yeah. and then you have the really divey side.
Yep. That is
San
And every one of
Felipe,
those
Santa
have it.
Ana.
And every one of those have its own price.
Yep.
That comes with it. Yeah.
Well put.
Okay,
Got
next.
another story. You want to hear another one or not?
It's up to you.
Okay. So I get in the elevator, and I'm riding down from Sama in the elevator down, and this couple's in there. Now he's about the size of Michael Clark Duncan from The Green Mile, humongous black guy, right? And he's got his girlfriend with him,
back,
right?
mouse.
Yeah. So they go to that street, and I'm going to go get my Uber, and he walks over to these girls that are on the street, start chatting them up, and she's standing next to me and start, hello, how you doing? Oh, I live here. So she finds out that I live here, and she's like, that's my boyfriend over there, and we want to,
Three-way?
we're thinking about
But not the nice way.
No, not with me. We were thinking about maybe, and she's like, she didn't quite want to come out, and she finally came out with it. It's like, it's his birthday, and we're supposed to go to a whorehouse and find a present for him, or maybe two presents for him. So, and they said, well, we heard about this one place that's close by that you can find women. And, I heard from a friend, hairdresser, next door neighbor, that there was a place close by. And I pointed to it, and they said, where? So I walked them over to this place.
How did you point?
I tried to use my lip thing like they do down here in Panama, but they didn't. They were American, so I had to use my finger. But yeah, that's one thing in Panama.
That's what she said.
The women, they point with their lips, right? They do that like duck thing when
They do.
they don't want to point at somebody, but they'll do the face lip thing.
Why are you
towards-
looking at me and doing it?
Well, because
It's
you're
weird.
across with me. So I showed them the place and
I
took
like to
them
know
in
that.
there
What does that
and
mean?
left them. I left them, but it was just like, what? Why did you think that I would know where to go for your boyfriend's birthday present? But so they were happy. Anyway, that was it. That's my two silly stories from Sama that I can remember.
Just to be honest, if
From-
I'm looking for the same thing and see you on the street, I'd probably go ask you too.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
You're like like the opposite of Mother Goose.
All right. Well, that guy probably knows where I could get something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're still at Summit. Look at all the people there, and that's like a Thursday. Now, I will guarantee you, how many different countries do you think? If you looked at all that, would you say 4 or 5 different countries those people?
Just in this picture, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a very international. It's like the freaking UN, there when you go in. Almost everybody speaks English though, because there.
Well, because you're in Casco. In Casco, you're in the good part of Casco, if you can call it that. Yeah, most people speak English anywhere you go.
And there's women there, so I imagine it's got to be a safe place. I would think you would bring your wife there. You would bring your girlfriend there.
Bring
You
my
would
wife
set
every
up
week.
a date. They date night. Hey, pick them up on Tinder. It's like, let's go here, have a drink. Blah blah blah.
It gets pretty rowdy. I don't know if I'd do that at
Once again,
1:30 on a Saturday.
The view. Come up, take some pictures.
Yeah, take a selfie. There, you see them all doing
Oh,
that.
you
Oh,
can't. And the wait staff has been pretty good. They do a lot of birthdays there, but they also take a lot of pictures for people.
Mhm.
So
So bottom line is, Sama overall is a good place to be.
Yeah, it's
You
got
know,
a
look
lot
at
of
that
variety.
backdrop. I mean, well, not that.
Oh, look at that.
You
Look
can
at
have
that.
a,
Look
you
at
can
that.
have a date place.
Texting your wife?
I
Little
got to
bit of a
do
party
that.
place.
You got to
There
do
you
that.
Yeah. It's just like, what are you doing? Who are you doing it with?
You can check
Yeah.
in with your wife.
Yeah.
Take a little video.
I can confidently say that I'm by myself.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not drinking.
Yeah. There's that guy with the man bun again.
Yeah. Well, he's that guy, the hockey player, or the
the
soccer
member.
player, right, from Norway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Ooh,
So next place is coming up in a moment.
Oh, great
As
view.
we can look at
Sorry,
the
are we looking at the beer? Or
view,
what
the
are we looking at?
beer.
wait. Go back to that picture. There's something I noticed. I got to point out to everybody.
Okay.
That last picture. Okay. This is kind of like an optical illusion. But if you look at this, if you stare at this for long enough, eventually what will appear is a Balboa beer.
A woman? Where? Oh, shit.
You got to relax your eyes.
Yeah. That's not the part I'm
I'm
relaxing.
just seeing a lot of hilltops.
So the next joint is like,
Okay,
would you say
here
it's
we go.
100 yards away, 50 yards? I don't know. What's a football?
So what do we? Yeah, what do we? Across the street and
You can
down.
throw it. You could throw a beer can.
Oh, what do we? Yeah,
If it's full.
Yeah, if it's full.
or kick a soccer
Empty
ball.
one. No.
So there's Rooftop. That's me. Rooftop. That's a newer place. Has I think a women's clothing store in the basement, but that's about it.
Just like everything else in Casco or in Panama, exchanged hands like 100 times. It was an Italian restaurant before, and a rooftop at the top, and exchanged hands and became this. And
So when you say newer place, please explain.
The sign's new.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly that.
So
Exactly.
we went upstairs, and it sure felt like basically I took the ceiling off, and hey, we have a new bar.
Yeah. It's a decent view. Don't get me wrong. It's a decent view.
Hey, look, there's
It's
sound.
not Sama, but
No,
it's still
no,
a
but-
rooftop that rivals any other rooftop, maybe in
Right.
Europe or in Toronto or.
To be fair, sometimes you trade a little bit of that view, like right on the edge,
Mm-hmm.
to have a little bit more of a, I don't know, a calmer ambiance or something. If you want to, hang out with your friends and you want to hear everybody, or you want to,
Oh,
Go with
yeah.
somebody
I don't know
else.
if you can hear anybody there. It was kind of like they brought out one speaker, and literally that one speaker was like blaring loud for four people in the restaurant.
Well, the thing, it doesn't have a retractable roof, so nothing is permanent there. If it starts raining, they got to grab up their boombox and their little
literally what
speakers
that
and
was.
run inside,
Yeah.
and everything got to close down real quick because there's no roof on it.
Yeah, there is another rooftop that we just discovered first time. We're not talking about that one today, but it's exactly what
yes,
you
we
just
are
meant.
now.
Just we're going to talk about it another time, but it's exactly that. It's got like we have there were only 3 tables that were occupied in the place, and they were blasting.
Yeah.
Boom,
It's just
boom, boom.
like,
It's just like we can't talk. There's not what's happening.
Typically, I tell people like follow what works. So if you go to another city, you go to like everybody's gone. You go to Miami, you go to LA, you go to Barcelona, you go to anywhere. And the thing is, you go to these beautiful places, and they've got background music, whether it's house, whether
Right.
it's like whatever you want.
Good music and
Because
everything. Yeah.
Because typically girls want to chat, and you bring the room 60% women, 40% men, good ratio. You bring people in, people chill, they relax, they can talk. This place was like blaring their music.
It's true. That's true.
I hate that when you go out to have a meal, not initially at these rooftops, but you go out to a nice place, right? You think it's a nice place. It charges like nice place. But they're frickin' playing ABBA and the Bee Gees and Michael Jackson at like 11, and I'm trying to have a nice meal and a conversation, and the person, it's like, nobody's dancing here. Why? I mean, dance clubs are cool, but why does it have to be blaring in a restaurant? I don't understand. Maybe John, why do you need a disc jockey? Can't you just put Spotify on jazz music and let it roll? The guy's moving all these levers and
Presentation.
and everything. It's like
Presentation.
but nobody's dancing. What is
He's playing for himself, not for the bar.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
I don't
there
know.
is something to be said about DJs and what they bring to the table, but not in certain settings.
Mhm.
And if you're a DJ and you're good at it, nothing beats that. But
But don't you have to be dancing if you be a DJ? You put a
it-
record on and walk away.
What comes first, the dancing or the DJ?
Well, I don't know. I think they should be able to read the room. If they look around and go, okay, everybody's talking. Why am I putting AC/DC on it at 10 when everybody's like?
That's what makes a good DJ.
Okay.
Get the people
I
dancing.
won't be coming to your bar. So anyway,
Joke's on you. I don't have.
depends on which song AC/DC.
oh, is that it?
See,
So
every photo you show, I see another rooftop bar in the distance.
oh yeah, well yeah. I mean they're
Welcome to Costco.
Yeah, right?
But like I said, all they did was they tore the roof off of this place.
Exactly.
It still has a wooden floor.
Floors, yeah, I felt like I was going to fall through.
That was a little sketchy.
By the
there
way,
at some point.
one did.
Oh, really?
One did, and that rooftop had a pool on top of it, and it was fantastic looking. And I'm not going to say the name
No.
of the place
No.
because it moved to a different spot in the city. And
With the pool?
How'd they move the pool?
and that was an unfortunate accident there.
Okay.
But yeah, so
I forgot to bring
No,
up.
no,
you guys feel safe at any of these places? I mean, you're not going to get harassed. I mean, on the street,
define
mean,
harassed.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Like,
cops.
you've seen the
around
taxi
there, so-
drivers, right? It's
Well,
like,
yeah, well.
go away.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna on the streets of Casco, especially that good area of Casco, which is not small.
right.
You're never gonna get mugged. You're never gonna get harassed. Like if you're a woman, you're not gonna get sexually harassed. None of that. It's really safe, and there's a bunch of cops, and there's a lot of people.
Well,
always.
don't oversell the safety. I mean, still keep an eye on your drink.
Yeah,
that's
of
true,
course.
yeah,
And
of
right
course.
in that corner, you've got the president's compound. So
Sure.
you have a lot of police
Yeah,
because of that.
military there.
But speaking, you're absolutely right. I mean, you got to keep an eye on your drink in front of the White House if you're going there for a drink. It's just
They
doesn't
serve
really
drinks at the White House.
Well,
But
you
now?
you never know. There might be a bar popping up.
Yeah, right. Or a still, or a
Right?
meth lab, or
We
something.
did 98.
You have the
I'm
UFC.
sure these people
now
have a lot
we
of-
right?
I have a lot of steam to let out for
So
sure.
I got a quick I got a scam artist little story here. I was actually walking near here on the Cinco de Serra, right? And this guy comes up to me, speaks perfect English, right? And I'm looking at him, but then he starts, hey buddy, do you speak English? Like, yeah, sure. So he starts telling me the story, right? That his suitcase got stolen,
Oh, yeah.
right? And he was in what's the big mall here? What's the mall?
Multiplaza.
No, the big mall.
Albrook.
Albrook.
Albrook, yeah.
Albrook Mall. And he was in Albrook Mall getting off the airplane. Wow. First of all, I know Albrook
Getting off
is
on
not
the
an
airplane?
international. It's not an international terminal. So he's an American, and he's telling me that his suitcase got
Is that the black
stolen.
guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Oh,
know?
yeah, very much so.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't want to be racist.
Oh, the
It's
black
not
guy,
about
me
what's
too.
what that guy- I'm just describing the man. I'm not,
But he tells me that his suitcase, and in his suitcase, he had all of his money, his passport. He didn't have anything, and he was looking for money to do something. I'm like, who keeps their passport and all their money in the suitcase when you're traveling? So I'm like,
You're just going to
That's-
put my money in a suitcase too, buddy.
So number one, so I know a little bit about that guy because it's been around for 100 years.
yeah, but his English was so not.
Absolutely, 100%. He speaks English better than me.
Okay.
He is not American, and he's Panamanian, like 100%.
Mm.
He just grew up in where
In the
Zone
canal zone?
in the canal zone
Oh,
where the
okay.
base is. So he from the age of nothing, he spoke English and Spanish.
He's like in his middle 30s.
I would say he's probably mid 40s.
Oh,
he
is he?
looks
Okay.
he doesn't look bad at all.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right. Well, I'm just bringing it up. If anybody's listening, got to watch
Scam
out because there are
business is
scam
good.
guys out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he and then he does that, and then for people, he eyes people, and he can give you that story, and he can turn around and talk to a couple and say, oh, if they're looking at a building or something, do you know the history of that building? He would just start talking to you in perfect English. And do you know the history of that building? And people will be intrigued. Yeah, here's this and here's that and here's this and here's that. And he'll talk to you for 10, 15 minutes and he'll say, you have anything on you because I need to have dinner tonight, something like that. So you do the same, spin it a different way.
Right.
But he roams Casco doing this stuff.
All right.
Stay tuned for future episodes where we will have a picture of this gentleman. We will later refer to him as Panama Zeke.
Panama City. Entertaining man, though. I like him.
Like I said, he almost got me.
Oh, look who it is again.
That's,
Sorry.
God, you're just like photogenic.
Rickrolled.
I'm the last.
Like I said, here, if it's and here during rainy season or anytime at 2:00 in the afternoon or 3, it could come down in buckets.
For everybody, just a reminder, which place is this?
This is
That's the
still
West
the same way.
the view joint.
No,
View,
that's
still,
View,
this
the View,
is
the
about
View,
as
sorry.
busy as it gets for here.
It's a new place.
The
They're
View.
dragging you in off the street, but and the drinks weren't. I mean, you look at something like this, you go, oh. For me, it's like this is more of a discount. Like the drinks should be cheaper.
Yeah.
No.
And they weren't. They
No.
were. They were.
It's
pretty much
Casco.
all the same price.
Everything's
No.
like the tourist price.
Well, but I look at expensive. I'm using the U.S. now. I don't even know what a drink costs in the U.S. I've heard $20 for a beer. I mean, here I know it was $5 because the guy said $5. He didn't even give me a tab. He said $5. I gave him $5, and he never showed back up. So I must have paid enough. But we had tequilas in there, but they didn't push the big price tequila, did they here?
I know that I picked the tequilas up. I think I paid that night.
I think
You
the
did.
tequila paid me to forget.
That's maybe you don't remember. Because
The
I
beauty
think all
of
the
tequila.
prices are pretty much the same. And
I think I bought around here. No,
Okay. Oh, we're back to
maybe
this.
not.
oh, here, that's a great view.
Yeah. Hey, just think, this could be a sponsored video.
Well, if Balboa would ever return my phone call,
Yeah, but where's the
Hey.
Balboa on this one though?
It's hidden. It's like Find Waldo.
Look at that view. It's spectacular.
Right. You should remove the glass. So, what's our third
What do we
one?
got here?
Is
Hey,
these
look who it is
jokers.
again.
Tantalo.
Look at that. There you go.
There's-
Wow. Look who it is.
Rick and John hanging out at Tantalo.
Not in that
which is a
particular order.
hotel. Well, if you're,
Rick and John.
Yeah, like when we went
John.
to
John
Tantalo, you
Rick.
talked about DJs. I knew the DJ.
How did you run into that guy?
Just 4 years of being in Panama.
So yeah, he's playing back in the curtains back there.
Yeah.
So Tantalo's got a nice restaurant. I go there on Sunday to brunch. I walk into into Casco and go to Tantalo.
I've been coming to Panama for 20 years, by the way, and that restaurant there, it was almost impossible to get into back in the day. It was one of the very few restaurants that were serving good food, very creative. And you had to get reservations like a year before and all
Holy
that.
shit!
Yeah, it was completely different from the way it is now, even the setup and everything.
But is the food still the same? Or what?
No. It's the everything's changed. The owner changed. The chef changed. Everything changed.
It's like they have central air.
You've been here
too.
for 20 years?
I have been coming to Panama
Okay.
for 20 years, but I've been living here for 6.
Looks like that waitress on the right has a little bit of a thing for the cameraman.
Oh, yeah, she likes me. So, and they got a little coffee place there. So and then, yeah. I mean, they
'Cause
keep the
yeah,
music.
you
You're the
Totally
guy
need
you know.
coffee.
He
Yeah.
keeps the music
Yeah, good.
right
Good level.
where you're not having to scream.
I don't know. Coffee at 11 o'clock at night. It's interesting.
I'm
There's
saying.
other things for that.
So then in here is
Oh,
the
there we
bar
go.
downstairs.
Now, what are
Okay.
we focusing on here?
You got to look at the walls. The walls are, somebody who was on mushrooms.
Kind of
or
looks like
something.
you have a flame.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You're touching a flame.
Mushrooms. I see mushrooms. I see eyeballs, birds.
Don't let your eyes gaze too
Is that
deeply into that.
ayahuasca? Is that the kind of shit you see?
By-
No,
by the way,
no.
There
Not
is
at
a
all.
woman there, guys. If you
Whoa! Where's your finger? Okay, wow, crazy.
Oh, okay.
Just looking for the
okay.
G-spot,
Oh,
man, the
listen,
G-spot.
I'm so
you
innocent.
missed by a mile, man.
I'm
I
innocent.
love your face when you're doing that.
I
It's
thought
just like,
I thought
I'm
that
just bored.
thought you were touching the ocarina of time.
Anyway, there's a bar downstairs. I've never
Okay,
had a
let's-
drink
let's
there.
keep going up.
So
They changed.
We're gonna go.
They changed this painting every.
I want to
couple
go in there
of
and,
years.
and color that.
yeah,
Am I the
maybe
only one?
that's a job. Is you bring your Sharpies and
But they should serve something other than alcohol.
So this is a plus side. This is a plus side of this bar. You can go all the way up and watch your step going down.
This is the rooftop part, right? Because it's a hotel. In one building, you have a restaurant, a hotel, boutique hotel, and then a rooftop. So you can get smashed and then take the elevator to your room. There's, right?
Tanta low and Tanta high.
There you go. Exactly. So this in
Jesus,
Tantalo,
stop.
Where did you get that?
you have this jackass type of a spiral staircase, which I would just, if I was management, I would set up a video just of the people falling down the stairs.
Yep.
And, that would be the highlight reel of people. A bar with a spiral staircase. What can go wrong?
Right?
So anyway, that's the view from Tantalo. We'll get a couple more pictures in here about it. That's the bar. I'm actually holding on to the spiral staircase, taking a picture. And that's Rick again.
Do you want to mention you're taking photos like right at the beginning of the night?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a bunch of people, they can't see the bar if it's crowded, and everybody's waving at the camera, and women are showing their boobs. I don't want any of that.
Obviously, nobody wants to see that kind
this
of
is
shit.
for family. My thing is
Come
for
on.
family.
Yeah.
Family. Although I do have a little quick story
This is
I
a
can tell
family
you about
fucking
this place. I see the chair. I came into this place maybe 2 years ago, and these two chairs were Rick standing. I walked off the elevator, and I saw these two beautiful women. And they looked at me and kind of like, come here, look. And so I said, oh, what the hell? I stepped over, started chatting with them, blah, 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 blah. And one was like, the voice was really very feminine. The other voice was not as feminine.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
I was just like, are you possibly?
Have you noticed it's a series of threes with him?
Yeah, in this story, I think it's a
Good
series
observation.
of a certain twos.
Well, and then I'm like, are you? How do you
A certain
ask
pair, we should say.
that question? Ask that question. You're extremely feminine, but is that a penis in your hand, or what's going on there? So
Yeah.
So
did he have an Adam's apple?
huge, nice, really breasts. So I did not get past.
Didn't even get past it. Totally. It was dark too.
No, it wasn't dark.
Okay.
I'm looking for the one next. Like, is there two or one? It's like, no, there was just one. So it's like, oh, that it's like camouflage almost. Like, oh, but yeah. So in Minnesota, I had never ever seen a transvestite in my life. So, the 2 years here is like that face to face with my first transvestite. Like, interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah.
I don't think they get offended if
run.
you ask them straightforward, what are you? Yeah, like if you put it the way you put it, and you look very feminine, but there's some
odd.
Oh, she's tell you, honey, I am this and I'm that, I'm the other thing. Probably that's what.
Yeah, tuck it and run.
We're going to know. Next week, we're going to have one on the show. Right, Jeff?
It's gonna take my place.
Right. Yeah, right. So yeah, I was like,
Do you live
interesting.
here, Jeff?
I live here, yeah. Yeah. I've been on and off for 4 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
Transvestites? Sorry. So anyway, back to the bar. That was it's one of those. Oh shit!
Disclaimer:
I'm
this is
glad
a
I didn't drink
non-judgmental
too
show.
much. I'm glad I didn't drink that much.
Okay.
Right.
Next
Next shot
Yeah.
is something really, really important.
Okay, if it comes, I don't think it's playing. So it says 117. There you go. Oh, she
So-
loves you.
Yeah.
She really does.
But you see, there's that retractable roof that we spoke about.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Now keep in mind, rainy season, it typically only rains for 20 minutes and then it's done.
That's that.
Also, not often at night.
Yes, usually in the middle
That's
of the day.
true. Yeah.
Very rarely
That's
does
really,
it at
what,
night.
2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon most of the time.
Yeah,
Usually.
4 or 5. But
By the time the sun comes down, it's
Yeah.
done.
I can tell you though, if it's raining hard, if you want to go and enjoy, an afternoon drink, and looking at that view and everything else, if it rains hard, and it does in the rainy season, this rooftop might not be the best protection.
Why? Because it's not coming straight down.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah, it would be coming hard, and you'll get wet unless you're just tucked all the way in the back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times it rains. It doesn't have that wind, right? It's not coming sideways. A lot of times it just comes straight down.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. That's right too. Anyway, you don't have to worry about the rain here. You're gonna
Tantalo is one of the better ones. I've been coming to Casco for about 4 years, and it's definitely you've seen a lot of upgrades there.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, also Tantalo, like I said, I've been coming here for a long time. Tantalo, you used to be that you cannot walk up to the especially on the weekend.
The
Used to be
spiral staircase.
Packed.
Oh,
It
yeah.
used to be packed.
Whoa.
Always nonstop. Always packed. Always people. Very difficult to get any spot.
Yeah.
And again, that's probably because there was lack of places like this 10, 15 years ago.
Mm.
Now there's plenty.
Well, Jesse and I were just there on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I
It
was
was a
about ready to
fun
call it a night.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. You know what? I'm old. So it was like 10:30, 11. Like, fucking, I'm out of here.
That's when it
And then
starts.
we ran. Well, yeah. And that's where we saw all the talent that started coming in. But then there was that crazy Peruvian
Oh,
guy
boy.
that just, holy.
Just
Jesse, you want to talk about him a little bit?
Every 2
But these
seconds.
are the kind of people you walk, you go there and people just start talking to you. And some of the most interesting, crazy
He's a
type people.
Chatty, Kathy. It's like, wow. He just he was just, I think, simply there to just get numbers or Instagram accounts or something. Every single time it was a hot girl, it was just like, boom, he's like right there. It, just one after another, and I was like, I leave some for the rest of us. It's like, come on now.
And you and I had a difficult time understanding what he was
I
talking about.
could not understand anything. He spoke so quickly.
Was it
But I
a
was like-
heavy English accent? Is that
No,
what it was?
he's Peruvian. It's a
Peruvian,
it's got
but
a Latin-
but he kind of more like maybe Middle Eastern.
yeah.
But he spoke so quickly that I was just like, I can't understand
like
anything
every
you're
third
saying.
word.
It was a bit of Spanish, but kind of Middle Eastern, and just can't really understand him.
So you had to, and it wasn't even loud because I'm like, what? But it's like, yeah, I'm like, just nonsense.
He was a restaurant owner or something.
He was a multiple. He had something to do with
then-
clothing too.
Yeah, and
buying
conversations kind of went for the worst.
Yeah.
So, if you know what I mean.
But I mean, like I said, I've run into some just super interesting people in Casco with just their stories, even if they're lies. I mean, it's just a great story. I was like, I don't really give a shit what you do. So once again, big bar. Here they put a lot of stuff up to get Instagram photos. So people come here. They want to get a picture like
There
John
you go.
in there,
Right.
So I know he's having a mental breakdown, or he got the bar bill.
I don't know.
I think we
I don't know.
stuck you with all the booze.
I don't
bro.
even
think
know
that's what
who that is. I don't.
yelling.
But if you're a very beautiful woman, I promise that man is not ticklish, and you cannot
He's not ticklish.
prove him.
Okay, cool.
If you're a man, he is very ticklish and probably has diarrhea and is going to vomit.
Okay.
But these are the kind of things down here, and I'm sure they do it in the U.S. and other places where they want you to take a picture so that you'll put it on your Instagram. So it's commercial, it's
Yeah.
marketing for that place. So they got the wings painted on the walls and all that kind of stuff.
You should make this your logo, Jeff, for the bar.
What, that where he's trying to get out?
That one right
Yeah.
there.
For the bar talk thing. Because that's what happens to you if you get drunk.
Right. A little force field. That's the elevator. So another nice view of. Would that be considered downtown Panama City?
Yeah, the view,
In the
where
view.
the high rises. Yes.
In the view, yeah. You
Yeah.
got the point and then Puerto Pacifica.
Yeah, with the high rises. Yes.
So here we are, drinking tequila, right?
Yeah, and that
And
That would be
who knows what
tequila.
that other
That's-
stuff is.
Because that's Colombian product right there.
You call it the Escobar combo.
Yeah, it's Escobar. Yeah. There's usually a. And then we're all done. So, anyway, you guys want to fill in anything else? Always fun in Costco. You ever had a bad night in Costco? Got robbed?
I've had a few late nights in Casco.
Or
It's
early
like
morning,
6
early
a.m.
morning,
You're
or
like,
what?
okay, yeah.
Look,
But-
I've had some bad nights where I don't know, some bad stuff happened, but I think
I'm sorry to hear that.
I think there were some nights where I don't remember how the fuck I got
Yeah,
home.
totally.
And I've met some good friends, and they got me home, and I woke up in my bed confused and happy.
I think you got to be a few takeaways from this. You got to be really careful about I like drinking more higher end alcohol, but like immediately they'll go to the most expensive drink and say, "Here, you do want this?" They're not really thinking, like reading the crowd and saying, "Hey, oh, you're drinking gin? They're gonna get the most expensive gin." Or, "Hey, you want?" They asked you when we went out. They're like, "Hey, you want? Hey, can I get tequila?" And he immediately went to Don Julio. And it's just like, and then he paid $15 for the shot.
Right.
It's just like, instead of like reading it and being like, hey, like, let's give you a couple different options.
Right.
And then immediately like wants a tip. It's like,
wow.
yeah.
It's like, all right, you put the liquid in a glass. It's like coffee. It's like, all right.
But then they ask for the tip. And I've worked in the bar industry for 15 years. You don't ever ask.
What do you just take?
No, you put the effort in. You typically get a tip. It's
the thing about not that I'm encouraging that behavior, but here, in the U.S. and Canada, when it comes time to bill payment, what they do is that they put the initial amount, your charge, and then they hand you the machine in your hand, and then you continue the rest.
Yeah.
Right? Here, they don't do that.
No.
So that's why they always ask you, do you want to add tip?
Yeah.
Because they have to enter it themselves.
Yeah.
For some reason, they don't trust us with the machine. So they have to do everything themselves, and you have to hand them the card so that they put it in front of you, but you have to hand them the card.
Yeah.
And then, as opposed to what we do back home.
You know what?
These are just a little...
I don't have that same experience. Maybe it's because I look so not ticklish, but...
Oh, okay.
Because you look like a criminal? Faking your
You
credit
sound
card?
like my mother.
You're emphasizing that you're not ticklish. There must be something there.
I didn't really.
Like, that's the second time now.
Maybe we should introduce
If you were to try, I would be ticklish and vomit all over you. So just don't do it. No, I'm saying the what do you call them? Cargadores, the price points.
What are you doing with your hands?
El punto.
Yeah,
El punto.
They never ask me for a tip. They always just charge and assume I'm not going to tip. Do I have that look?
Cheapskate look?
No. Are you kidding me? Oh, God damn it. I see it now.
Before we go, John, here I'm sweating my ass off. I'm like Rick. I buy linen pants and linen shirts and all that, and you're fucking wearing that shit from Dallas, Texas. You got cowboy boots on, jeans, and was it a flannel shirt? How do you not like sweating your ass off?
Because we are used to summers where, well, not completely used to, but we do have summers where it's above 105, above 110 for 100 days straight.
Okay, so speaking of which, when you're saying you have summers, that's saying that you're from somewhere? Where are you from?
Texas.
Cool.
He's from frickin' Texas.
Toronto, Canada.
Minneapolis. So.
Vancouver, Canada. There you go.
Right, so he's the only guy.
Two Canadians, two Americans.
Lives in the desert.
Yeah.
So.
It's not a desert. I mean, it's a
city. The gentleman from last time, what was his name? Dane. Wasn't he from Vancouver too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You only have friends from Vancouver, Jeff.
They seem the easiest going. So, hey guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because I don't want to bore anybody.
Sounds good.
And
thank God
the bottle's empty, so we got to go. Hey, thanks for listening. Next one we're going to do is going to be more of a crafts bar place where they give you the big chunk of ice that, like an iceberg that lasts for 4 days.
Tuxedos only.
All right. So next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.